Good morning, Central Baptist Church family. Good to see you this fine Thursday morning, a beautiful day ahead of us. We are in Proverbs chapter 20, and the subject we're going to address this morning is an age-old problem. And it is certainly a vice and a problem for Oklahomans in good old boy country, and it's only gotten worse for all Americans and all across the world during this self-quarantine period. We're talking about alcohol today. Alcohol consumption. The very first verse there, Proverbs 20 verse 1 says, "Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise." For so many years, drinking alcohol, it was understood, was just not a wise choice. It was not something you should be doing. We even had a period of history, of American history, called the Prohibition, where alcohol consumption and sales were not allowed. And there was lots of debate on all that fun stuff. But in the world we live in today, alcohol consumption is very rampant, especially now. Like I like handcrafted coffees, and I like specialty sodas. And alcohol, beer and wines and different alcohols are no exception. You know, having that handcrafted specialty soda, microbreweries are popping up everywhere. Alcohol is as big as it's ever been, if not bigger. And as I mentioned a moment ago, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, people being stuck at home, people being more depressed lately, people just having a lot more time on their hands and bored. People have been drinking a lot more. So whatever spectrum you're on, whether it's just a beer because you're an Oklahoma good old boy, or whether you like really fancy specialty handcrafted beers, the bottom line is it doesn't matter what type of alcohol it is. It doesn't matter the setting. That's another big thing for a lot of people. You know, that I'm a casual drinker or social drinker. I only drink at parties. You know, I only drink a little bit. I drink in moderation, very self-controlled. It doesn't really matter the setting. It doesn't matter the type of alcohol. The Bible's very clear. The Bible's very clear over and over again that alcohol is just a foolish thing to deal with. It's just not wise to drink alcohol. Again, I'll read the verse. Wine is a mocker. Basically, it's going to make you look a fool. Strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. If you're going to drink wine and alcohol, any type of alcohol, you know, wine would have been a lot more common back in those days. That's kind of what they would have referred to it as. It's going to make you a fool. As a youth pastor, I know in Ponca City, Oklahoma, that's a big struggle for a lot of young people. I saw several of our teenagers come up through the youth group struggling with it. And I know that they had friends that drank alcohol at school, and it was readily available to them. And sadly, even in a lot of homes, I've had teenagers say that they've gone over to people's houses, friends' houses, and their parents of these friends were buying alcohol for the kids. And it's just really sad to see how, again, it's good old boy country. I get it. It's very common and prevalent here, where people are like, yeah, let's drink. It's what we do on Friday nights. It's the country music mentality. It's the scene that we live in, and everybody's okay with it. We have our beer on Friday and our God on Sunday. But God is very clear that alcohol consumption is dangerous, it's foolish, it is not for his children. And so I just want to challenge everybody, if you are struggling with alcohol consumption, we have an RU program. It's going to be starting up again here soon. Now that our state's going to get back on track, get an RU and kick the habit. If you drink in moderation, have self-control, then just stop, because you obviously don't need to be drinking it. And then if you're a young person, or if you're someone who's never drank before, stay true. Don't drink. Don't give in to the temptation. That is one thing I'm grateful for. It's never been a struggle of mine. I've never drank alcohol, and I'm grateful for my parents, who had very strict standards and restrictions in our home, where we were not allowed to touch that stuff, and it was never going to be in our home. And they helped us understand at a very young age how dangerous and detrimental alcohol was. And I just want to encourage all the families out there, do the same thing in your homes. Help your kids. Don't be an enabler. Don't be someone who is, hey kids, don't do as I do. I'm going to drink my alcohol and I got to struggle. I got this vice, but I want you to be better than me. If you're going to be participating, if you're going to be drinking, your kids are going to have the same struggle as you. So to every age group, to every demographic, let's just be wise. Let's be wise, and let's stay away from alcohol, which makes us a fool.